Hi there, my name's Anil, and I'm the founder of Accountant to Advisor. And first, I'd just like to thank you for requesting access to this video. I've been in your shoes. I started life as an accountant. I worked in various public practice and commercial roles for 15 years. But for the last 20 years, I've been running my own business coaching and advisory firm. And if you're watching this video and if you've requested this video, then you're probably running an accounting practice or a bookkeeping firm, and you want to develop your advisory skills and advisory services. And that's exactly what I do now with my accountant to advisor members. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my model that I use with all of my members, and then also take you through a process journey or a journey that shows how I implement these with my members. And now I'm obviously sharing with you how I do it with my members, but you don't need to become a member to get benefit from this. You can take what I'm going to share with you around my model and the steps to implement it in your own business. But obviously, if you want help doing that, if you want to speed up the process, cut down the effort, then definitely reach out and we can have a chat. Happy to share with you the details of my program. All right, so first of all, I'll just share my screen, take you through the model first. So I've got a very simple model and it's got four key pillars, and I'm not going to take you through all of the different steps and strategies within each of these four pillars, but it's really just an overview of the model to get you thinking about how you can start thinking about advisory in your business and what the steps may be to implement it. Now, the first step I'd really encourage you to focus on is really just getting the basics in place, the foundations in place. And so the areas, and I call this pillar mindset and model. So it's about really clarifying where you want to go in the business, what sort of advisory services you want to offer, the mix of that compared to your traditional compliance and tax services, structuring an advisory service portfolio, and I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. And then working out the sales process that you need to follow, how you're going to introduce this to your existing clients, or also how you're going to introduce this to new prospects as they come through your business. And then obviously setting up your team to be able to support you in that process. Then the second pillar I call mapping. And what this involves is just one-off advisory services for your clients. Okay, it could be existing clients or it could be new prospects that may not even be ready to move away from their existing accountant, but they want more. They want some analysis done, they want some planning help, and so on. Okay, so that's the first area that I work on with my members. It's not about going straight into full-blown ongoing advisory services. It's just doing a one-off session. All right. So that's and we obviously go through a questionnaire process, analysis. We even map out their organizational structure. That's their team structure, not their entity structure. So that's the first step. Then after that, what tends to happen is once you've done that one-off session, then inevitably the business owner will ask, well, how can you help me implement this? All right. So that's where this momentum pillar comes in. It's really the ongoing services, advisory services that we offer off of the back of this initial analysis. Okay. So I've got some tools in there that I share with my members so they can implement these frameworks with their own clients. And so it's not just financial, reviewing their financials every month or every quarter. It's about goal setting, tracking where they're going, helping them through a model that helps them grow their business. Okay. And then the fourth pillar I call mastery, and that's where you're already doing and providing advisory services, but you need to keep honing your skills. So that's really where my group program comes in. I act as a mentor. I encourage a lot of peer discussion in my groups. So it's about learning from each other, because even though you may have started offering these services, it's about developing your skills, even brainstorming specific client situations with the group, and then tracking how you're progressing, how your clients are progressing. Okay, so that's the model. So what I want to do now is just take you through the actual steps that you can follow. And as I said in the original information about this video walkthrough, uh, the whole aim is to be able to set yourself up for advisory and start offering advisory services on an ongoing basis within 4 to 6 months. All right. And I'm just going to take you through the timeline of how you can get there. So the first phase is really clarity and confidence. It's really understanding where you want to take advisory in your practice, where you want to take your business potentially in general, and then developing the confidence to start having those conversations with your clients. So we get clear on your vision and mission, and these are all components. These teal colored boxes all relate to the business or the advisor blueprint framework model that I just shared with you. So getting clear on your vision and mission and putting together a personalized plan for yourself. And that's really the onboarding stage. So from day one, I have a one-on-one session with all of my members, and we get clear on where you want to take your business and advisory, and then put together a plan for you. And that's a plan that you can follow step by step, but also a skills development plan for yourself. And I've got some tools here that I use with each of these steps. You can have a look at these later if you want to go back and have a look at this video recording later. Okay, I've just flicked over to my member portal. As part of the onboarding on day one, I set everyone up onto this member portal. And I'll just run through it very quickly. There's a community page where we share ideas, ask questions, and so on. There's a classroom area which has all of the training, for example, and it's structured in those 4 key pillars of my model. For example, this one here covers off the first foundational area, including the client conversation mastery and sales process. So each of these modules has a training component, recorded training, summary of the training, but also all of these tools that you have access to. For example, the sales process for existing clients that I explain in the training and that you've got access to, and even proposal emails, for example, proposal templates, and so on. All right, so that's very quickly the member portal, which is part of that initial onboarding. Then after you're set up and onboarded, then within the first 1 or 2 months, it's going through the training to develop your mindset, your confidence, and your business skills, and also map out what your service portfolio needs to look like. Now, I've got templates that my members just take and adopt, both for the initial one-off review services, but also the ongoing advisory services. Okay. Now, for those that want to focus on new client acquisition as well, rather than just existing clients, this is when we start introducing you to networking, encouraging you to go networking. Not only does it uncover opportunities, but it really helps build your confidence by talking to others. Okay. So that's really that first phase, clarity and confidence. Then the second phase is all about your first clients. And this is where between month 2 and month 4, it's really about setting up your existing clients, starting having conversations with them. I've got email templates and other scripts to use and approaches to introduce advisory services to your clients, and then hold these one-off strategic business reviews. Okay. And once again, for those that want to start acquiring new clients, it's about developing the existing referrers you have, the existing strategic partnerships, create those, develop those into referral relationships. Okay. Then the next phase is called momentum. And this is where, within 4 to 6 months, converting these one-off reviews into ongoing advisory sessions. All right. Now, I've got members that have gone straight from this phase here all the way to ongoing advisory because they have new opportunities, new prospects that come to them. They've already mapped out their service portfolio. And so when these new prospects want a new accountant and you want to bundle in advisory into that, then that automatically is presented to them here and they go straight into ongoing advisory, becoming an ongoing advisory client. But for those of your existing clients that may not be ready for that, or may not see you in that light straight away, that's where we have this interim step of doing some one-off reviews with them. And then after that 6 month mark or 4 month mark, different people go through this at different speeds. Then it's this ongoing mastery piece, as I mentioned. Plus, I really encourage my clients to start building a community within their client base. That could be just getting your clients together for lunches, or it could be running training sessions, or it could be going to other training sessions with them, just getting them to meet each other. All right. So, and then once again, for those that want to acquire new clients, that's where marketing campaigns come in. But just to be clear, my program doesn't focus on marketing really. I will help with these areas, developing referral relationships, getting comfortable with networking. But marketing is a specialist area, obviously, where I can put you in touch with agencies if need be. All right, so that's a very quick walkthrough of both my model, but also the steps that I would encourage you to take to implement advisory into your business. And as you can see, when you break it down and look at it in a step-by-step fashion, it obviously becomes far more achievable than feeling stuck where you are. Okay. And I know a lot of accountants are either feeling trapped with compliance and tax work or feeling under threat with AI and other technology that's coming. And not only that, for your own business, do you want to start developing advisory and making your business stronger and higher margin? But obviously, you can help your business clients. Um, I've been doing this for, as I said, 20 years with the SMEs, and I know how much they are just looking for support and looking for help in their business. And I think accountants are perfectly placed to provide that support, provide that assistance to help them grow and develop their businesses. All right. So I'm just going to stop that share. So if you've got any questions about that, if you want some information about my program, or if you just want to catch up and just chat about your business, happy to do that. Just reach out, let me know, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. All the best. Bye.